Delayed sword is the first technique that we learn in Kenpo, and it's the first of many techniques, 154 techniques per the syllabus. So there are two ways that I've learned this throughout the years. The main thing is, if you take it as it's written in Ed Parker's Kenpo, essentially it's against a grab. If we take it in the nature of attack or severity of attack that was laid out in Infinite Insights. So again, this would be someone reaching for you with their right hand or grabbing you with their right hand and holding your lapel, jacket, whatever it may be at that point, and essentially either trying to pull in or do something else. Our initial response to that then is to take a step back. So again, if I'm being grabbed on my left side here, I'd be taking a step back. As I take that step back, I rotate to my neutral stance and deliver a right inward block. Okay. My left hand is then covering. Now, the cover here is dependent on your own decision. As I take a step back, I could cover high right here and fill the space in between. Although there is the old saying of, if I hit high, I cover low. So again, my right hand could be covering the two high zones. My left hand could be covering the low zones here as well. So choice. If you do it here, there's also the argument that you could be pinned if your arm gets pinned in against or pushed in against you. So again, there are choices. First things first, we take our step back and we have our position here, as we've already said. From here, then, we're going to deliver our right kick to the groin or any available target, depending on whether the groin's available, ideal to the groin. We kick to the groin, and as we land, we drive forward with an outward hand sword. The left hand now becomes a positional check, or a check just in case of the right arm still being in play. Again, just above the wrist and below the elbow, of course, because we're inside the arm. So when we take our step back, we have our block, we have our kick, and we have our outward hand sword here. Now, the second way of doing this is you can take a step back and go to a cat stance in this case. So again, 90% of your weight being on the left leg, 10% being on the right leg, all things considered. So when we drop back, we have the same hand position, we have our kick, and we finish in the exact same way, coming back to our neutral base here. And then, of course, you have the front crossover, cross out. That would finish most of our techniques as well. Now, the attack on this one can be, as I said, or should be, if it's written correctly, as a grab. Okay, it's the least severe of our attacks that we would potentially face per Kenpo's definitions. The other thing is, it could easily be done by a straight line reaching, and it is also, I've seen it done against a step through straight right punch in this case as well. Main thing is, it's a straight line attack, either a grab with a straight arm, a reach, a punch, a push, whatever it needs to be. That's the attack. And then from there, you have your choice of which option to go for. So you have your drop back here, your kick, and your outward hand sword. Or you have your drop back to cat stance, you have your kick, and you have your outward hand sword.